Okay, this is the homework 9.1, 11 through 18, pages 49 through 50, 11 through 15. About which axis are the following coordinates reflection of each other? If we go from -2 to 0 and then 2 to 0, we're going over the y-axis because we're only changing the x value. Same thing here, -8 to -8, -8 becomes -8, 8. We're only flipping over the x-axis. For each exercise, plot the given points on a coordinate plane, then join the points in order with line segments to form the closed figure. Name each figure it formed. If you did this one correctly, you came up with this shape, and it is a square because every side is equal. Number 14, you should have come up with a triangle. Number 15, you should have come up with a parallelogram. We know that's a parallelogram because it has two sets of parallel sides. This one is a trapezoid because it has two sets of parallel sides, if you did it correctly. Number 17, plot the points on the coordinate plane and answer each question. It says plot the points, so if you plotted the points, it would look like this. Figure PQRS is a square. PQRS is a square. Plot Q and give its coordinates. So Q is -2, -3. So they're asking you to extend this out and make it into a square, and if you did that correctly, it would be -2, -3. PRST is a parallelogram. Plot T above PS and give its coordinates. We know that it had to be above PS, and you could give pretty much as long as you're making it parallel, which technically would have to be at -4, 3 because it's a parallelogram and we have two sets of parallel sides. So that's the only way that's going to work. Number 18, you plot it out. You get -2, -3, 4, -3, and 1, 4. What kind of triangle is ABC? It's an isosceles triangle. It only has two equal sides. And then figure ABCD is a parallelogram. Plot point D, and give its coordinates. So we have point D right there. That makes that a parallelogram. And its coordinates are -5, 4. I believe this is out of the book, but the same thing. Use graph paper for each exercise. Plot the given points in the coordinate plane, then join the points in order with line segments to form a closed figure. Name each figure. So if you did that right, you came up with a square for number 11. If you did this one right, you came up with a parallelogram for number 12. Number 13, if you did it correctly, you came up with a trapezoid. Number 14, same idea, but you got to plot everything out. Then it says figure ABCD is a rectangle. Plot point B and give its coordinates. So if you had A, D, and C, you would know that B was right here if it was a rectangle, and it gives you -6, 1. Then figure ACDE is a parallelogram. Plot E above AD and give its coordinates. In order to make this a parallelogram, you'd have to plot E at -6, 9. So I made a parallelogram just so that you could see what it would look like, but the correct point would be -6, 9. Plot the points. If you did it correctly, it's going to look like this. Join A and B with a line segment. So A and B has a line segment in between it. And then AB is on the side of a square. AB and ABCD. Name the two possible sets of coordinates. So you could have a square going like this. Or you could have it on the other side like this. And I'm going to erase those parts right when I'm done, but either way. Works. That's it. Hope this helps. Have a good one. Bye. That was Miss Kuhn. That was Miss Kuhn, whose grade just went down by 10 points.